Good day everybody, Andrew Ainsworth here. Thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to my videos already, please do so. Little subscribe button down in that corner. Click on that and you'll get notifications on when I shoot some new videos. Comparison time today. I think you'll like this one. I have got in my hands two of my favourite clubs of the year. On the top we have the Mizuno JPX 900 forged, and on the bottom we have the just released Ping i200. Both in 7 irons, these guys. I've tried to get the match up here as even as I can. There is a loft difference here which we have to consider. Loft on the Ping i200, 33 degrees in the 7 iron. Loft on the Mizuno 900 forged, 31. So 2 degrees stronger on the Mizuno. So we should see some changes in distance and trajectory and spin and all that sort of stuff. So bear that in mind, that the Mizuno is slightly stronger. I've tried to match the shafts up as best I can, and the shaft which I have in my stock Mizuno irons is this one. It's the Project X LZ. It's in a 5.5, which is sort of a stiff flex, 115 gram. What I've put into the Ping is the Project X 5.5 standard shaft, similar sort of weight. So it's a pretty close matchup, these folks. Lie on the Ping is 3/4 degree flat. It's a red dot, and the lie on the Mizuno is standard length, all the rest of it. So I'm going to hit some shots in a minute, and I'm really looking forward to getting a comparison between these two clubs. Let's go and hit some shots, and we'll have a little look at the numbers. Okay, over in the hitting area, just about ready to do the test. It's going to take me some time to get the numbers here, so I'm just going to have a little warm up, hit some shots, just kind of give you an initial sort of feeling about these two clubs. I've got the Ping i200 in my hands first of all. I'm using Pro V1 golf balls, standard, not the X's, so let me just get a little bit of a starting feel for these. The thing I'll say straight away about the i200 is that as I sit it down behind the ball, it suits my eye. What I mean by that is I like the shape of it, I like the compactness, the clean look of it. Nothing too fussy about it. In terms of feel, this is a 431 stainless steel which Ping are using. It's quite a soft feel to it. It's not forged, so you know we have this whole debate: forged club, stainless club, which one's better? That's very subjective. You know, if you want a forged club, great. If you're not too worried about the forging feel, then don't worry. One more shot with this one, then I'll swap over. We'll get numbers later, folks. This is just for an initial sort of chat and a hit. That was a good fit. Glad that one didn't measure. Okay, let's go and have a little look at JPX. So moving on to the 900 in the 7 iron. Let's have a hit with this and give you some feedback. As I sit this one down behind the ball, put them side by side here. Not a lot in it, you know, looks wise. I mean, it almost, top edge looks very similar. Length of the blade on the Mizuno, maybe slightly longer, maybe a little bit more rounded in the toe. Have a hit. One more. Felt good. That really did feel good. Now, can I feel a difference between these two clubs? Tough question. I don't know. I can't really give you an honest answer on that. Does that feel softer than the Ping? I'm not sure. They both feel fantastic. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hit a load of shots here, get some numbers, and we can show you some figures. Right, hitting done. Enjoyed that. Had some good strikes of each club. What do I think? Well, tough on this, it really is. Let's look at some numbers. Hopefully you can see these numbers on the screen. I tried to get some similar numbers so that we had a fair comparison here. Let's start with the JPX 900 forged. Let's look at the club speed I was developing. Just shy of 85 miles an hour club speed, so I wasn't trying to pelt it, I was just trying to swing it within myself a little bit. What should we go first? Let's have a look at backspin. Bear in mind, 7-iron I'm hitting here, 52.20 total backspin. Peak height of 30, carry distance 163. So I was pretty impressed with that for a 7-iron. That's a little bit longer than I would normally imagine for a 7-iron. Got one out there at 165 carry from 85 miles an hour club speed. I'm a pretty low ball launcher. For any of you who've watched my videos before, I don't tend to launch the ball particularly high, but that was good. Bear in mind that the 900 forge is 2 degrees stronger than the ping. You are going to see some difference in numbers, obviously, but have a little look at this on the ping. So with the ping, again, club speed was just a little bit slower, 1 mile an hour slower, which is going to have a bearing on things. Launch angles were virtually the same, which is interesting. Spin rate, quite a lot of difference here. 2 degrees weaker on the ping. So remember, 33 degrees on the ping, 31 on the Mizuno. So we'd expect maybe a little bit more backspin. And what's probably corrupted the numbers there is the first one I hit with the ping was probably a little bit of a miss, bit bottomy maybe, so the launch angle was a bit lower. But the spin here, quite a big difference. 5200 on the Mizuno, 6400 on the ping, so much more backspin. Total average carry distance was 155, very consistent, 156, 154, 154, 157. I'm not even looking at total distance, I'm not interested, I'm looking at carry distance here. So with a 2 degree difference, 163 and then a 155. Okay, the 8 yard difference there. Is that a 2 degree difference? Not a million miles away, is it? You could argue that until the carriers come home. What do I think? Whew, tough one. I love them both. I really do. Could I choose between these two clubs? If I had to pick one right now, and you pin me down and say, what's it going to be? The ping or the Mizuno? It is very... I can't choose between them. As I was hitting them, 1 minute I thought, ooh, Mizuno feels a little bit better than the ping, and then I hit the ping, and I think, ooh, that feels very similar. So, don't know. All I can say is they're both fantastic clubs. So if you are in the market for a golf club which looks fantastic, will give you great feel, great performance, go and try these two. Go and try them side by side and hit them both. Oh, other thing to say here is, remember, I couldn't fit exactly the same shafts. I had a Project X LZ in the Mizuno and a standard Project X rifle in the ping. So shaft may have definitely been affecting the backspin numbers. Often does. Different kick angles and things like that can change it. But it was a fair comparison. Great clubs, enjoyed hitting them a lot. Be really interested to get your thoughts on what you think of these two clubs, but they're both highly impressive photos. Go and get a fitting, put them side by side. Whichever one you end up with, you won't be disappointed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you all soon. Bye for now.